I'm at an old trashy home site here, the one I talked about on the forums about having thousands of 22 casings. I've already dug a couple. I'm going to show you how I've got this set up, and then I'm going to make a video after I get home, in a little more depth on how to set it up and why I do it this way. We'll go with the volume. I got it set at 10. The V-brake, it's actually set all the way down. That way it makes this little nickel notch a high tone. And the notch width is 7, and the notch position is at 53. And so what I'm hoping for is getting anything that falls in that nickel notch. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a nickel, but it means it has potential of being a nickel or junk. So but anyway, and let's just see what I got here. I got some targets marked, and I haven't dug them. I've already ground balanced, so we don't have to jack with that. I've got my gain all the way to 100, and let's see. I forget exact. I got like 9 targets marked, and we're gonna go over each one. So you can see I mark them with these little flags, and I want to show everybody this house. It has a tape up there because the county fire department is using it for practice, and then the homeowner is going to tear it down. And I told him to let me know because I want to go underneath the floorboards once he takes it down. But over 30 years ago, after I got my very first metal detector, my brother and I, we came here. We hit our own yards, well, where we grew up, and didn't find much, and we were just learning the machines. But we came over here one night. It was dark, and my buddy Billy and his brothers were out here and had a light on, and we both, my brother and I, found, I don't know, 1 or 2 mercury dimes a piece right next to the sidewalk across here. Of course, we had our discrimination way up high. We didn't even know how to run the machines. I think I had a 3900 Coin Master, and my brother had a 5900, big old wrist breakers. Got 4 C batteries in them, no arm cuffs. Anyway, so but they used to stand up here on the porch and down out here and shoot their 22s out this way. And so this area right there and out in this front yard is laden with 22 casings. But every once in a while I'll squeak a coin out. And yesterday I got another Wheatie somewhere in here. And the last silver I found here was probably 2 years ago, and it was right here, just past this concrete, but it was a Rosie. And they've got a few acres here. I've been looking. Also, my buddy Billy, which is a year older than me, he's 54. He said when he was a kid, maybe 7 or 8, he buried a jar full of silver dollars, and so the past 4 or 5 years, even though the coin counts went down, I've been trying to find that can of coins, and because that would have been about 1967, and so the chances of all those or most of those being silver is really high. And he told me that if I found it, I could just keep them. But I told him that I'd, at least give him most of them. I might keep a couple. But he couldn't, all these years, he couldn't remember where he buried them. he didn't know he buried out the back, side. There's, on the other side of this house, there's a probably a 2-acre yard that yesterday I found a silver thimble in, right in the middle of it. It was a strange place to find it, but so I was here detecting a while ago, and my buddy Billy just lives up in his grandfather's house up this way, and he drove down, and we were just BSing out here at the road, and we got talking about this tree that fell over, and while we were talking about the tree, I guess he had his memory came back, and he said that he thought he remembered burying those coins, the jar of coins, around this tree. So that's all these years I've been hunting everywhere else, and well, I got somebody stopping here at the road. That was just a mailman. I had another neighbor stop me and ask me if I had permission. I told him that I got permission 30 years ago, and that's about the time my buddy Billy, which he just lives right up there in that his old grandfather's house. So so as soon as I get done checking these targets out, letting you hear how this F-19 reacts to them, I'm sure most of these will be 22 casings, but shoot, some of them are rotten in two, and they'll give me a lower number. Some of them's not even been fired, gives me a higher number, but they've been giving me fits all these years. And so when we get done here, you better believe I'm going to be out there at that tree, and I'm going to dig. I'm going to put it in all metal and listen for something deep and dig just about everything I can. And then when he comes, he's going to move this tree out of the way with his bobcat, and then I'm going to come and finish up. But man, I hope I find that. So anyway, it's been a while since I marked these targets, so I forget what they are, but they'll probably be mostly nickel type signals, and I think I did find a couple of high tones. So try to get this camera positioned here where you can see the coil and the machine. Okay, something like that. Guys, you know this filming it's no easy task. It's kind of a pain in the butt. You don't get much hunting done. So let's see what we got. Kind of iffy. It's hitting in my nickel notch. It's not. There we go, getting a little more solid. That's low for a nickel, but I had a 56. Nickels will go 53, 54 if they're deeper, but this doesn't sound deep, so I don't think it's a nickel, but you know, it could be a piece of jewelry. And I forgot to tell you guys that I did find a little gold chain that had a little, I don't know, a little heart on it that came up in a nickel slot that I got, probably a year ago. So we're at 56. So anyway, we'll see what it is. Can't hardly reach the buttons here. So that's pretty shallow. Let's see what we have. Should be a couple of inches deep is all. I'm sure that's going to be junk. Some of these 22 shells are hard to find because they're rotten. But there's one right there. I may have to tighten up my nickel notch a little tighter. I don't like doing that, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. But I've been digging hundreds of these over the years. Now I've got a lot cleared out, but there's a lot more to go. But he told me they used to buy those 500 round boxes and just stand over here on the porch and just fire them all till they're gone. Of course, that was back when ammo was cheap. They let cows roam in here right now. And like I said, the house is going to be tore down, so I don't worry too much about the holes. I mean, I'll cover my holes so nobody hurts themselves, but as far as being real particular, I'm not. So we got you can see another flag right there. I can't remember what this was either. Oh. Okay, that's a shallow 59. 58. 59. But it's hitting hard. I'm going to call that a piece of aluminum. But like I said, I'm still learning the language of this machine. If that was a nickel, especially that shallow, I'm sure I'd be getting 57s, maybe some 58s, but I'm getting 59s. 59, so we'll see what it is. There you go. Just like I thought. Alright, on to the next one. Here's another one. We're jumping from 55, 56 to 58, somewhere near. But it's pretty jumpy. I'm going to call that a 22 casing. Let's see. Can't be very deep. There. My detector's not falsing. It must be hitting something else. See? That 22 casing, it's corroded. Gave just a slightly lower number. These dudes will fool you. I mean, fool me. See, there's something else in there. Probably another 22 casing. I mean, I used to do the same thing. Buy a big box of 22s and just fire them off. Of course, I grew up on a farm. I grew up on a farm back when kids were a little more responsible, and you could give a 11 or 12-year-old a 22 and they wouldn't shoot the neighborhood up. Oh man, look at that. Something else is in the hole, and it looks like a little, it's a little car. It almost looks like it goes to a Monopoly game. That's an awesome find there. Always check your holes. We'll check it again. Alright, I'll sweep over it in a second too, just to make sure. Off to the next one. Okay, here's one hitting just a little lower. 55, 56, 56. See, I mean, that's a solid target ID right there. 55, 56, 56, 54, 55, 56. We'll see what it is. Well, that's a little deeper. Always a better sign. In the hole. Still in the hole. Man, I hope that's a nickel. I haven't found many nickels here. I mean, I can't even remember finding one nickel. There's just been so many 22 shells that I run such high discrimination. We got a part of a rusty square nail. I don't know if sometimes that'll do it when you run your run your sensitivity up real high on a lot of machines with double D coils. It'll fool the machine. But we're going to check the hole out again. Now there's something else in there. There we go. I'm sure that's what it was. Pretty thick piece of foil. That wasn't bad though. I mean, I expect this to give me a nickel signal, but you saw that rusty square nail in there. Not bad. Let's see what else is in there. Okay. Okay, we got another one here. 56, 57, 57, 57. This got a little better chance of being a nickel if I wasn't in a 22 laden area. I always like that when I don't have a surface find. I don't know, just something about the mentality of something being deeper. I think I got it out of the hole, I don't know. Where is that thing? Where is it? Well, I think I'm detecting something else in the ground. Well, this wasn't what I was detecting, but next to the hole, well, maybe it was. It's the lead out of a 22. Looks like it hit something pretty solid. Let's see what we have. Nope, I guess that was it. Alright, I must have knocked it out, didn't see it. Off to the next one. Okay guys, here's a real sweet high tone. Getting some higher 80s. Mostly hovering around 82, 83, I think. And the audio is not very loud either, so hopefully that's deeper. The last one, the audio was kind of, it wasn't the best audio, and the numbers did jump around quite a bit on that real deep piece of lead. But this one here is completely different. You can tell it's solid and strong and even. I like that one. We'll go ahead and pinpoint that. Okay, looks like it's about 5 inches deep if it's coin size. Let's see if we can get some silver. All right, it's deeper. We had 4 inches of rain 2 nights ago. I think it was 2 nights ago. But the ground is still pretty hard. And I dug a deep plug there. Oh, it's down in the hole. Let's sneak up on it. Man, we're right there. Man, I hope that's silver. I see it. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's not silver, guys, but it's probably a weedy. It's right there. Let's see how far down we are. So we're about 6 inches. 6 inches in that hole. Get it out. Yeah, it's a weedy. Right here in that front yard where I've been over 1,000,000 times. But no place is hunted out. Once you hunt something with a detector, covered it left, right, and diagonal, then you need to change a coil and try it again. Then you need to change a coil, try it again. And then when you're done with that, you need to get a different detector and try that, and try a different coil, and just keep going on and on. Because if you just use one type of detector on a site, it's just something about different machines see targets differently. Different machines with different coils see targets differently. So if you're not hitting at least one of your good sites with everything you got, you're missing stuff. So when you get a new machine or a different coil, go back to some of your old good sites. You'll be surprised.